Welcome to Blind Visions. My name's Keem, and today we're going to be talking about spiritual awakenings. Or actually, we're going to be talking about the signs of spiritual awakening and knowing that if you're going through it or if you're not going through it. Now, what is a spiritual awakening, you ask? That's pretty much the ongoing process to connect you with the universe. Pretty much accessing a dimension of reality that is beyond the limits of the ego. Now, if you got that far with me, we're going to get a little further. I don't want to put you too deep into the rabbit hole right now, but this is pretty much the symptoms of even knowing that you're going through it. A lot of people are actually going through it. My friends, they're having weird dreams. They're seeing certain things, feeling certain ways, and I never got a chance to explain it to them in the perfect way, so now this is what we're doing. So I'm going to give you a few signs to know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. First sign is you see repeating numbers. Now that one's a basic one, but that one's big because the numbers show you a sign. They're known as angel numbers. Repeating numbers are known as angel numbers, and apparently it's a sign from the universe to guide you in certain ways in certain aspects in your life. You know, you may see them 1111, 33, 333, 555. They all have different meanings. Numbers is actually power. That's a whole different segment for a whole different video, though. You got to look that up. Numbers are power, and the angels communicate through numbers, which I don't understand why. You know, like I said, I don't get the full concept of it. But I'm gonna tell you as it is. And that was how my shit started. That's how I started. It started off seeing numbers, and it was like maybe like two or three a day, 4, 5, and then over the months where I became more aware, more spiritually aware, shit just started getting annoying. Niggas just started seeing numbers everywhere, and it just showed me that something was trying to communicate with me to let me know whether I was doing the right thing or the wrong thing at the time, you know. And if you know what the numbers mean and then you see them and then know what you're doing, you're able to kind of piece together what the hell is going on. Okay. Now the second part of knowing that if you're going through a spiritual awakening is increased intuition. Now that one sounds wild because you know most females they're naturally intuitive, they naturally can feel, but it becomes now on a certain level, a certain degree where it's like it is you. Like those feelings you have, those gut feelings that y'all ignore, those aren't just there for a reason. That's your body letting you know. That's your astral body, your soul body, letting you know directly from the universe. Hey, this is not exactly what need to be going on. This person shouldn't be right for you, or this person isn't right for you, or right for you to be around. Is bad vibrations, bad vibes, because all of that does exist. It's levels to this vibrational thing. Everything is energy for starters. And you know, you got low vibration, you know, mid vibration, high vibrations. The list goes on, and it depends on the person and what they're doing in their life that they're living. But that's also one thing that happens. You have heightened awareness, and sometimes you open up your empathic abilities, which is something. When I say that, a lot of people are empaths and don't realize it. You know, empaths are people who can actually, you know, take in energy from other people on a natural scale, and like you're hanging around people who's, you know, getting angry, or a relationship where two people are arguing and they're getting mad and there was nothing wrong with you before, but now for some reason you're mad. Or even in the relationship, somebody can be an empath and their boyfriend or girlfriend can be upset or angry or be feeling a certain type of way, and you're able to detect it. You're able to be like, okay, something is up with you. What's wrong? Let me know. You know, and that's also another sign of spiritual awakening, because you also have the desire to heal people, to put your shoe inside of their foot. I didn't say that right, but put your foot into their shoes and see exactly, you know, what's going on and why they feel this type of way, why they think this type of way, you know. And then you learn that you can't save everybody. All you can do is love that person or love those people, and then hope that that energy is transferred and received for them to love themselves. All right. Another sign of spiritual awakening is sleep patterns. Your sleep patterns become completely off. I promise you, bro. That shit I don't even have a sleep pattern anymore. It's not even, it varies from different people, and that's not necessarily a clear indication that you're going through a spiritual awakening, but it's good enough because it everybody who goes through a spiritual awakening end up having messed up sleep patterns. And I wouldn't even call it messed up. Some people end up not needing as much sleep. Some people end up needing more sleep because of their, their energy and whatnot, and what their astral body is doing while they're asleep. And you also start to have a lot of dreams, a lot of lucid dreams, a lot of dreams where you're in a reality that doesn't make sense. You, your uncle, your ex-girlfriend is going to the zoo, and it's really the universe and angels trying to communicate with you. Send you signs, send you signals on the things that you should do next, or what you need to apply to everything. There is a sign in everything. For starters, there's always a sign in everything. That's not even a joke. Like, you think that, oh, why did this happen to me? No. What are you supposed to learn from that happening to you? They don't ask why. The sign was it happening to you. Now you got to figure out what you need to change, or what you need to improve or promote to, get to the next level of your life. Okay. The next sign of a spiritual awakening is the increased state of mortality, meaning that you're living in the present. You're not focused on the future or the past. You know that living in your present self will promote the future and will erase the past, or however you want to go about that. You also start to have a real prideful, it may come off conceited to other people, because in my personal example, I stopped eating certain foods that contain toxins in it that didn't suit well for my body. Like, my body won't even eat it. Like, my body won't reject the fuck out of it. Like, it's not even a joke. People will be like, why you don't eat this, why you don't eat that? It's just that I can't. I don't see the urge to eat it. It's not, in my system like that, where I need to, go eat fast food. I mean, I used to love eating fast food. I used to love eating junk food, and certain things just cut itself out of my life automatically. Shit was wild, because now people be like, oh, you ain't gonna eat. I am gonna eat. It's just, I eat what I want to eat, and I eat what I want to eat. Like, it's not, anything about the person's cooking or anything like that, which people gotta understand too. It's also, another sign of a spiritual awakening is synchronicity awareness. Synchronicity is a big thing that goes on in all of our lives. Once you start learning more, start doing your research, you start to realize everything is connected, like, in ways that you can't even describe. And with synchronicity, it pretty much proves those connections. I've been in situations where I've said something, and somebody or something or whether it be a sign, an object, a text from my phone, Instagram, something responded to exactly what I was talking about within that same moment. It's like an occurrence of events that fall into place without really making sense. I don't even that's beyond me. It's wild, I promise you. And if you're going through that, that means, have you ever been in a predicament where you thought about somebody and then they ended up calling you, and you just wondered, how did that work? How exactly did that work? I don't get it. But that's what the world does. With me, I'm really in tune with myself. So sometimes I actually come into the fact that, synchronicity is a real thing, because it'd be people that I think about in my head, or I'll say certain things, and then the world just kind of aligns us into the same path, and it's just like, whoa, okay, all right, I missed you, but all right, cool. Even today, I was listening to Who Let the Dogs Out, and my friend's son started singing that song. I was listening to it outside, away from anybody, and my friend's son started singing that song when I got back into the house, and I just thought that was the weirdest shit ever. I'm like, the fuck, okay, all right. But once you get into a spiritual awakening, it's not permanent if you don't want it to be. There are temporary spiritual awakenings, but these are just the signs to know that you might be going through it. And if you're not going through it now, you probably might start going through it after watching this video. You might start seeing numbers and all that shit and just be like, damn, King, why you do this to me? But at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, we were brought here to mature our soul. Spiritual awakening is something that's going to happen regardless, whether you want it to happen or not. It's going to happen. It's just you get to decide on when it happens, when you're aware that it's happening, if that makes any sense. Y'all hit the like and the subscribe button. I should have told y'all that before we started this. And happy spiritual awakening to you all.